Okay, want to talk about something that really can make you look like a rock star, any type of party that you're doing, whether it be a wine and cheese party or a ladies' luncheon. Love, love, love these mini little phyllo shells. And you have these in your pantry. You can be, you know, like you get one of those phone calls and it happens to all of us where, honey, do you mind if I bring by some company on the way home from work? They're just going to be here for a little bit, or, you know, just going to work in our garage on something, and, you know, you feel like you need to throw together some last minute snacks, hors d'oeuvres. If you have these babies on hand, you can fill them with just about anything, and all of a sudden you look like, you know, a caterer. So they're very inexpensive, which is great, and let me show you how they come and what they look like. And I usually have about 2 boxes of these on hand in my pantry, and they'll last for several months. You don't have to refrigerate them, you don't have to freeze them, you can just keep them right in your pantry. And you can do desserts with them, but what I tend to do with them are little appetizers. So, and they're just so cute. And this is a secret to, you know, a lot of caterers use these, and like I say, chicken salad, shrimp salad. I'll do little mini cheesecakes in these guys. Just so many different things you can do with them, mini quiches. But today I'm going to make one of my favorite appetizers. And I love when you heat them up, it really kind of takes them to the next level, crisping them up and just makes them nice and fresh. So I'm going to show you how to do bacon cheese tarts, and they're just yummy. So we're going to make things quick and easy. Don't want to be in the kitchen the whole time. And I picked up some of this bacon rocks, especially if you just need some bacon for a recipe. It's pretty much pre-cooked, and you're just warming it in the microwave. So the recipe calls for 4 pieces of bacon. I'm just going to lay a couple of paper towels down. My 4 strips of bacon, and you don't have to worry about all the grease all over the kitchen. I'm just going to lay that bacon down. And then I'm just going to microwave it for about 30 seconds, and you've got bacon. Way quicker. Ann's telling me to cover it. Okay, so we don't have the mess in the microwave. All right, Ann, I will. So just about 30 seconds, and you've got bacon. Now I've got a little bit of softened cream cheese, about 6 ounces, so not the full block of cream cheese, just about 3/4 of it, and I've let that sit at room temperature a little bit, and I'm going to cut up some scallion. So this has got great flavor. Cream cheese, bacon, scallion, little cheddar cheese, but it's so quick, easy, and inexpensive to prepare. My grandmother was really she was such a great entertainer, and she never freaked out or stressed out when people just stopped by at the last minute. And so I've tried to, you know, she passed away a couple years ago, and I think of her all the time when, you know, you start getting a little stressed out over a party, and then I realized, you know, don't sweat the small stuff. It's all about entertaining and enjoying your guests. So she lived on a lake, and people would pull up by boat. You know, if anybody ever lives or know, you know, people who live on a lake and you've got a dock, people are just, you know, pull up to the dock and just stop in and say hi all the time. And, you know, she was always ready. It was never a big deal. In fact, she always looked forward. She'd see a boat starting to come in, and she'd be like, oh, okay, get the bottle of wine out, got some cheese in the refrigerator. She'd throw some last-minute quick appetizers together. She made a great crab dip that she was just known for, and as a tribute to her, I put that crab dip recipe as the very first recipe in my cookbook. But anyway, you know, she just didn't stress about it. She was just excited when somebody pulled up. So I try and, you know, I think nowadays when people stop by unexpectedly, it's like, my hair doesn't look great, my makeup isn't right, you know, and it's like, you know, it's really not about that. It's just about, you know, being pretty excited that they stopped by and not worrying that everything's not perfect. And having certain things on hand that, you know, you can just make some quick appetizers, no big deal, easy peasy. Okay, so our bacon is done. I told you that was quick and wonderful. She would have liked that. I don't think they invented this bacon. They didn't have that when in her time. So a little bit of shredded cheddar cheese. I'm using the finely shredded cheddar cheese. I want to get my scallions in here. And this is just a few ingredients. It's just such a simple recipe, but boy, is it good. When I'm doing some sort of a party with you know, more of like an appetizer party, I like to do a mix of warm and cold hors d'oeuvres. unless it's a really hot summer day. But I think the mix is really nice. Just to kind of, so you've got a little bit of everything. And these are served warm, which is nice. We're going to make another one of my favorite kind of go-to hors d'oeuvres a little later on, and that's a cold one. Cold cucumber sandwiches, which I still just love them. All right, so I'm going to get my cooked crumbled bacon, 4 pieces, 6 ounces of cream cheese, a couple of diced scallions, and some shredded cheddar cheese. And I'm just going to mix that all together, and really the best way to do that is just get in there with a fork. And hey, if you have any good wine and cheese party ideas or great hors d'oeuvre recipes, we love getting your recipes. We really do. So please, please share. Get the rest of the cheese in here. And this is just an idea of what to put in these little cups. You could do, instead of cheddar cheese, you could do blue cheese. You could do a garlic herb, like a Boursin cheese. Goat cheese would be really yummy. So just, fun different things. My grandmother always had on hand a couple of staples. She always had on hand cream cheese, a couple of blocks of cream cheese in the refrigerator, and pepper jelly. And talk about a quick, easy, last-minute hors d'oeuvre. A block of cream cheese, spoon a little bit of that red pepper jelly over that, serve it with crackers, and you've got just an instant, quick, easy hors d'oeuvre. And then she'd always have some sort of like grapes and a couple different cheeses, just hard cheeses on hand that we could whip up in no time. Just put it on a platter. And she had the tiniest kitchen ever because back in the day nobody had big gourmet kitchens. This was just a little teeny galley kitchen, but she cranked out some of the best food ever. Okay, so I just want to take these little cups and fill them. I've got them on a little baking sheet here, and this is going to fill about 30 cups. And you want to make sure you have plenty of these because they really tend to get gobbled right up. And it's a very quick bake. Now, I don't want those shells to get soggy, so as far as make-ahead go, you can have this mixture, the cream cheese, the bacon, the scallions, the cheddar cheese, already in your refrigerator up to really a couple of days ahead of the party. But you don't want to fill these cups and bake them off until right before your guests get there. You don't want those cups to get real soggy, because that's the one thing with them. You want them to be nice and crisp. So a little bit of the mixture in each one of the cups. And then, Ann, we've got our oven temperature about 350.
Yep.
Just to, warm the cream cheese and warm the bacon and get it all kind of melty and yummy, and then crisp up those tarts. And you don't want to overfill these. Remember, you want people to just be able to take one bite of these, pop them in their mouths, or maybe 2. But, that's a key when it comes to hors d'oeuvres. I talk to a lot of my chef friends, and they really, hors d'oeuvres should be 1 or 2 bites. You don't want to go to a party and, you don't want it hard to eat, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Or messy. And that's why these little cups are just so perfect.
I wonder if you could do peanut butter and jelly.
Anne suggested peanut butter and jelly. You know what? The kids would love that. The kids would love peanut butter and jelly. Dressed up peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, you bet. There's so many different things that you can do in these. I'll do little mini cheesecakes and then top them with, cherry pie filling or lemon pie filling, or a little pieces of brie cheese and a little bit of raspberry preserves and maybe some almonds on top, and then bake those just for a little bit until the brie melts and the tarts get a little crisp. So okay, in these we'll go into the oven and come back with me. I want to show you the ones that we've got here. They look, well, I want to check on them, make sure they're ready. Oh yeah. And you can see how just a few minutes in the oven and they just get nice and brown. They crisp right up, and then the center, the cheese melts. Now I want to decorate them just a little bit, and this is optional. You don't have to, but this is, those caterers. They make everything look so pretty. So I'm going to do very fine little pieces of red pepper, just because I thought it would look really pretty. You could do some more scallion on top, but I'm going to do a little bit of red pepper and then just a little bit of parsley, just for some color. It's just the little touches that just make it, you know, that extra special. And this is just some Italian flat leaf parsley that's real pretty to, again, garnish the tops. All right, now a white space is just such a important thing. If you don't have a real pretty white platter like this, you know what? Pick one up. They're not expensive at all, and you don't want to overcrowd the platter. Just went to a fancy kind of fundraiser, and everything looks so gorgeous, and it was because they just kept things very simple. You can always refill these, so then just maybe a couple of red pepper on top and a little bit of parsley. And you'll really wow everybody with this. And I promise you, these are going to get gobbled right up. There we go. Perfect with a nice glass of wine. Or even just sparkling grape juice. And there you go. My bacon and cheese little tarts, quick, easy, and delicious. Recipes on our website. You can also pick it up at any area Festival Foods.